Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? So, today I'm going to be continuing the F1 2013 career mode with the Korean Grand Prix. It's going to be the 14th round of the season. So, out of 19, I believe. So, we still have plenty of races to go. But yeah, I was like, maybe I should get one more stream of this game into the before the year ends, basically. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping for better qualifying performance, to be honest, because in the last race, before the last race, basically it was like, how do I say it? I ended up cutting the corner in the first lap, the first time lap, and then I ended up crashing in the second one. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Overall, the race, I mean, the qualifying wasn't perfect, but yeah. So I'm going to be starting up the game in a second. Then I'm of course going to switch over to the other screen. Where is the? Okay, there it is. So yeah, I was like, maybe I should get one more stream in before the year ends, because tomorrow I'm going to be playing Arkham Origins. I mean the DLC of Arkham Origins. But yeah. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's fine. For a second, I was like, maybe it's not going to load or something like that. Okay. And okay. I'm going to switch over to the game screen. You guys should be getting the game audio in a second. But yeah, so we have Hamilton leading, Vettel in the championship. Then we have Rosberg, Raikkonen. He won the Singaporean Grand Prix. It was pretty crazy, to be honest, because for the entire race it was Massa who was leading the race, but he had some sort of either a collision or a car issue, and he ended up retiring from the lead with like, I don't know, 10 laps to go or something like that. So yeah, it was tough race for Felipe, and it was Raikkonen who won previously, which was actually his second race win of the season. And then we have Webber finishing in second place in the previous race. Yeah, he was second. No, he was actually third, because in second it was Rosberg. Yeah, I think it was Rosberg in second, and then Webber finished in third place. But yeah, we had Fernando, who had a collision, like he was put in the wall by one of the lapped cars. So he retired. It was a double DNF for Ferrari. Then we have Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Massa and Perez in the top 10. Button, Vergne, Sutil, Di Resta, Maldonado, Ricciardo, Gutierrez, Bottas, me, Pick, Chilton and Bianchi are the rest of the order. And then we have Mercedes in the lead of the Constructors' Championship. Then we have Red Bull, Lotus, Ferrari, McLaren, Sauber, Force India, Toro Rosso, Williams, Caterham, and Marussia. So yeah, it's kind of close between Force India and Toro Rosso. Force India and Toro Rosso, they have been scoring points lately, so the fight is still on for P7, and of course for the first place. It's going to be interesting to see if Mercedes can maybe pull ahead of Red Bull, but we will see. So yeah, let's get into the race. There is no update for the car, unfortunately. So yeah, it's going to be at the Japanese Grand Prix some sort of update, but I don't know. Let's get into the weekend. And as usual, I'm going to skip the practice session and then just go into qualifying and then wait for the last like 5 minutes or something like that to go out on the track. Okay, so how is the teammate challenge going? Well, yeah, I think I'm going to beat him, although he's pretty close to me in terms of qualifying, actually. But that's not surprising, to be honest, because of, well, I have been crashing a lot in qualifying. Is there anyone going out on the track? Can't really tell just yet. But yeah, this was the last Korean Grand Prix in 2013. After this, I don't know if it was the Korean side who ended up cancelling the deal, or it was Formula 1 who did not want to race here anymore, or I don't know. But yeah, this track does not exist in the calendar anymore. And there is still no drivers on the track, but also I want to see. Yeah, I think I will go with the usual low downforce setup. And I'm going to switch over to qualifying. Then, yeah, okay, so it's a Mercedes 1-2. Raikkonen, Vettel, Massa, Webber. Yeah, it might not be a good race weekend for Red Bull again, which will definitely hurt them in the both championships, actually, if that's the case. What's with the car sounds? Whatever. Yeah, there is like a constant car sound, but whatever. Okay, there is some cars maybe leaving the track. Yeah, someone did leave the track. Who is it? Chilton. And there is someone else maybe. It's kind of unusual to hear these kind of sounds because of, well, today's cars are kind of, well, not quiet, but they sound really different compared to the V8. Yeah, so it's Jean-Eric and Chilton who are on the track. Maldonado, more and more cars are leaving the pits. More and more cars are leaving. Okay, so Sutil is also, yeah, Sutil, Maldonado, Van, Ricardo and Chilton are already out on a flying lap or on a warm-up lap. But yeah, last time I ended up crashing in qualifying, unfortunately. This was kind of a stupid mistake. I ended up cutting the corner in my first timed lap, and then I, well, made a big mistake in my last attempt, and yeah, I just crashed. Went too deep into the corner, and yeah, I couldn't stop in time and ended up hitting the wall. Then we have Chilton, the rest, Sutil, Maldonado, Bottas, Van, Ricciardo, Pick, Bianchi. Alonso is also out on a timed lap. Okay, so Vergne and Chilton are on their timed laps, so yeah. Chilton is going to be the first driver to set a timed lap. A lot of drivers on track. Alonso, Button, Raikkonen are also out. From the big teams, of course. And of course my rival is Bottas, because I'm hoping that maybe I could get a contract offer from Williams, but yeah, I don't know if it's possible to beat him. But maybe I will get a contract offer even if I don't beat him, we will see. There is still like 6 races to go, counting this race as well, so there's plenty of time to perform better. I don't know if the mods that I use rebalance the amount of XP you get after each race or qualifying. I don't know if it impacts anything other than that, or impacts anything else. Hilton fastest lap. Well, not for long because Sutil is already... Well, yeah, if Verne does not... Yeah, actually, that's what I wanted to say. If Verne does not get held up, he's going to be first. And yeah, sure enough, he's 142, 218. And we have Ricciardo in second place, just behind his teammate. Sutil jumps into first place. Then Maldonado, Chilton. Alonso fastest first sector. But others are also on a time lap, like Button, Raikkonen, Di Resta, Bottas, Pick, and Bianchi. It's a Bottas P5. Managed to beat... Ooh, my teammate is really slow. He was most definitely held up in the second sector. And Chilton was held up in the first one, because he did 46 seconds in the first sector. It's really slow. But yeah, my teammate is almost 6 seconds slower than Fernando's time, who just ends up jumping in front, almost 7/10 ahead of Di Resta. Vettel, Massa, Button, Perez, Raikkonen, Grosjean. Well, almost... Well, actually, everyone is going to set a lap time. Chilton is back in the pits. Is he... Hold on a second. Did he retire? Because he's... Like, his name is grayed out, but I don't know if that's because he retired or he's in the pits. Because he's in the pits, but... I'm not sure. Because there is this thing that happens sometimes, that the AI doesn't go out to set a lap time. Like we had this with Vettel twice. Like he just did not set a lap time during qualifying for whatever reason. And he's only 7th place, 8 actually. So yeah, he was also held up somewhere. No, Chilton is out, so yeah, his name was grayed out because he was in the pits, not because he retired from qualifying. But yeah, it can happen if the AI ends up crashing into each other somehow. We saw this happen not Singapore, the British Grand Prix, when the AI collided in one of the corners. Yeah, so Webber Rosberg still setting their laps. Hamilton P1 so far, ahead of Alonso and Raikkonen. Massa P4, although he's almost 7.5 tenths slower than Hamilton. Grosjean P7, Vettel only P11, but he's setting the fastest second sector, and he's up to P3. Like Gutierrez should set a better lap time than that. Yeah, he's very slow. He should make it into the second part of qualifying. At least he definitely has the car for that. My teammate was really slow, almost 7 seconds slower than Hamilton. That's not good. Like, of course I want to beat my teammate, but at the same time it would be nice if he out-qualified the Marussia cars, you know? Because that's the objective, to beat the Marussia team by the end of the season. And of course both Marussia drivers, of course, they also need to be beaten in qualifying and in the race. Rosberg only P9, Button only P15, and Webber only P... Well, actually they swapped positions, just as I was saying that. Webber only P15 and Button P16. That's not good. It is not a good lap. I mean, I don't think they are going to drop out in Q1, because maybe Bottas could beat them, but no one else. Oh yeah, maybe Gutierrez if he gets his shit together. But currently he's in the pits, in P20, so... Less than 10 minutes to go. Just going to double check. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to double check the setup. This setup works well most of the time, although it was really bad for the Italian Grand Prix. The tire wear was insanely high. It was insanely high. I don't know what happened, why it was so bad, but it was a great race. But it was kind of because of the many retirements that happened in that race. Bottas still P17, Gutierrez P20, he's in the pits. So I'm not sure if maybe he retired, possibly. One of these bugs where the driver does not go out. Just a few more minutes and also I'm going to leave for the begin my timed laps. Just want to wait a bit more. There's still a lot of drivers out on the track. My teammate is still P21, that's not good. And he's actually very far away from the two Marusha cars. Very far away from. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Like, it would be nice if he managed to out-qualify them. So if they happen to be faster in the race, he can help. Yeah, like he can maybe hold them up a bit. But yeah. Hamilton, Alonso, Vettel, Raikkonen, Massa, Grosjean, Di Resta, Sutil, Rosberg. Rosberg is still in P9. Perez, Vergne, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Maldonado, Webber, and Button. Button is on the time lapse, so maybe he's going to improve. Bottas isn't that far away from him, to be honest, in terms of lap time. Yeah, like, he's getting closer and closer. But Button is also... I think he needs to improve. I don't think that lap time is going to be enough for Q2. And Gutierrez is out. So he's not bugged. That's for sure. Let's see. Okay, a lot of cars are coming in. A lot of cars are coming in. I'm trying to find like a gap. Okay. Okay, let's go. Hopefully I won't be held up during the time lapse. Let's put it in the lean mix, just in case. And yeah, this track has a really weird exit of the pit. Used to be a lot different in 2010 and 2011, I think. The Red Bull car coming up. Vettel, I think he's on a time lap. Hamilton improves 140.8. There is a lot of cars ahead, but I'm kind of hoping they are just going to pull into the pit. In this lap and not go around for another lap. Okay, someone ahead is definitely not on a fast lap. And it is Hülkenberg. Okay, trying to get around him without damaging the car. Maybe I should maybe I should stay behind him. Because if he's going to go on for a fast lap, he's going to be a lot quicker than me. Grosjean 140.2. I have no idea where these lap times are coming from. Okay, just waiting for Hülkenberg to, either start a fast lap or move a bit more ahead. Okay, he pulled into the pits, nice. Trying to be careful for the first corner. It's been a long while since I drove on this track. Yeah, that curb is really high in the middle. It's crazy high. And it's so far perfect in terms of, no one is ahead of me, no one is behind me. Managed to time it really well. That was a bit too wide. Yeah, that was a bit too wide. Could have used some braking. but it's okay. Got on the curve a bit too much on the outside. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Okay, so far so good. Trying to keep it on the track. Okay. Use up all the curves and... Okay, P19. With a decent lead ahead of the Marussia cars. And unfortunately Bottas... Well, he actually can be useful. Yeah, try to get some slipstream off of him. Let's see if I improved on the first lap. Yep. Barely, but I did improve. That's good. Ah, this was not good. Bit too careful around here. Going to be a bit more aggressive around here. It was really wide. Wasn't very good. Oh, yeah, I went off the track. Yeah. I'm not going to gain back that much time in just one sector. Bottas is going to start his flying lap. But yeah, P19, unless the AI improves, although I kind of doubt that's going to happen. Yeah, so my teammate is going to start last. He's really far off the pace, even from the Marussia cars. He did not improve, unfortunately. Grosjean wins the first part of qualifying, ahead of Perez. Well, I mean, Maldonado and Bottas were kind of far off from Q2, but Webber is... yeah, he's not doing so well. But yeah, let's see the final results. Of course, that my team wants me to qualify P16. Like, brother. P16. In a Caterham. Ay, ay, ay. But, you know, great qualifying. I ended up beating my teammate and both of the Marussia cars. That's what matters in the end. Okay. So option, prime, option. 55 laps. So let's see who won the qualifying. Rosberg is starting on pole ahead of Webber and Vettel. Then Hamilton, Raikkonen, Alonso, Massa, Grosjean, Perez and Di Resta. Button, Hülkenberg, Ricciardo, Gutierrez, Sutil, Vergne, Maldonado, Bottas, me, Bianchi, Chilton and my teammate. So this is the grid for today's race. Also most likely going to be a fight between Mercedes and Red Bull as usual. I think this strategy is fine. Option, prime. But of course I can change it on the fly, so it doesn't really matter. My teammate is going to start on prime tires though, so he's going for a longer stint. We will see how that's going to work out for him. But yeah, let's start the race. Okay, nice, nice. Or maybe it's going to be Rosberg who runs away with the race win. But the Red Bulls are right behind him, so... Just a few more lights and one more. And away we go. In a second, away we go. Okay, nice. Well... not to forget... Yeah. Bianchi had a really good start. What the fuck? God... Oh... Shit. Damage the front wing. It's not good, not a good start. But Bianchi had a really damn good start. Like, what the hell? I mean, just look at the difference between how great the... Oh, there is a lot of cars suddenly slowing down. Okay, Maldonado is without a front wing. That's nice. So yeah, even with the lowest downforce setup, I just cannot overtake these guys without DRS. Which tells a lot about, you know, the differences between how good the aerodynamics is, different cars. Yeah, this damage is not kind of making things difficult. Maybe I can dive down the inside. It's nice and careful. I don't want a penalty. Ricardo's still there. Is he going to back out? Okay, barely, but he did eventually back out. It was a nice move. At least I think. Up to P15. Of course, it's not going to last for very long. Oh, there is a slow Massa. Yeah, he just went off the track, nothing else. I might as well just let him go. There's not much point to hold him up. He will overtake me anyway, you know, with DRS in a few laps, so we're not really racing each other. Ooh, there is a lot of debris into the corner. Someone lost their front wing. Is that another Ferrari? It does look like a Ferrari. Ooh, there is a lot of cars. There is a lot of cars. Okay. Trying to be careful not to break my own front wing. Okay, yeah, it is Alonso without a front wing. As everyone is trying to push him out of the way, basically. Maybe I can go nicely around the outside. Actually, Massa went down the inside. What the fuck was that? Yeah, like he just dived down the inside. That was a pretty cool move. Hold on, let me just change the camera. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that was a really cool move. We went around Alonso. Kind of like in Spa. When it comes to like Häkkinen and Schumacher, and I think it was Zonta. Like one of the bar Hondas. They overtake him in a similar fashion in the, I think it was 2000. Yeah, that was a cool move. There's some yellow flags. Guess Alonso is causing some trouble for everyone else behind. Up to P13. Yeah, Massa is going to move up really quickly. But yeah, it looks like it's another shitty race for Ferrari. And a lot of debris once again into this corner. Because previously in the race, in the Singaporean Grand Prix, both of the Ferrari cars ended up retiring. And now both of them are out of the points, with Alonso without the front wing. So yeah, it's not looking good. I don't think they will have a chance to beat Lotus or P3 in the Constructors' Championship with results like this. Yeah, I should have been more careful in the first lap. Unfortunately, damaged the front wing. Yeah, it's understeering a lot. Going to get worse, of course, as the tire wears out. Yeah, Bottas is going to pit in the next few laps, but it doesn't really matter. He's a lot quicker than me, so there's no way I'm going to beat him. Even with strategy, there is just no way to get ahead of him. Even if I do, he's just going to be so much quicker than me. It doesn't really matter. The others are catching up though. Yeah, the curves are so high around this track. But I like this part. You can just go flat out. And unfortunately I cannot really go flat out around here. Car doesn't really allow that kind of speed into that corner. Oh, that's a bit too wide. Just a bit too wide. Was back fastest lap. Gutierrez is pushing me off the track. Low key. Yeah, he's going to get me in the long straight. Doesn't really matter what I do. But it's for the better because he's going to be faster than me anyway, so. Come on. Using some cars, hoping to get some slipstream with this. That was a bit too late. I almost ran into the back of him, but it's okay. And yeah, he's going to leave me in the dust in this sector. maybe I could get DRS. But if I manage to stay close, of course, but yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Nice and clean. Okay. Yeah, I'm not close enough for DRS to say the least, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And then Ricardo is next. But maybe he's not going to get me before the pits. I have to pit. That was too much on the brakes. Okay. Yellow in sector 3. Did someone crash, or maybe they went off the track? It looks like they just went off the track, so never mind. No retirements though, so far at least. Yeah, Ricardo is catching me, but that's not a big surprise. He's in a lot better car. But I might make it into the pit before he overtakes me. And if I put on prime tires, I could technically keep the position on track. Well, no, actually I can, because I damaged the front wing. That has to be changed. Yeah, I'm going to lose out to him in the pits, so it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, going to lose like 2 or 3 seconds. Or more. Because of that silly mistake that I made. Should have been more careful at the start. But yeah, I just wanted to say that maybe I should put on the prime tires, and then I could keep the track position over Ricardo, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen with the broken front wing. It will be changed during the pit stop, so it doesn't matter. He's going to get ahead of me anyway. Yeah, he's a lot quicker than me. But the others are kind of far behind, so I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, come on. Well, at least he's saving fuel, so it might make it easier for me to defend the position if I want to. Okay, nice. Just trying to keep off the curves, at least at this part. Because they are really high and unsettle the car. A lot. Like a lot. Okay. Nice and clean. But Ricardo is almost in range. Might get me in the long straight. The second, well, actually the first. No, the second DRS zone. Especially when I misjudged the first braking zone. That is not good. Well, he's not gaining that much. Yeah. He did not gain enough. So, how is the tire? I mean, on the UI it looks bad, but it doesn't feel that bad, to be honest. I'm already 12 seconds behind Gutierrez, what the fuck? Holy shit. Ay. I don't even know if I should do another lap with these tires. Like it's strange because it doesn't feel bad to drive on these tires even though they look worn out. But I'm really slow. That stupid front wing needs to be changed. Yeah, let's pit. Ricardo does not pit. I'm going to put on another set of options. And we have to change the front wing. It's going to cost a few more seconds. Yeah, almost 6 seconds. Almost 6 seconds. Alonso P15. Yeah, that's not a good lap or a race for Alonso. A bit too deep into the braking zone. A 5-second lead over the rest, but it doesn't fucking matter. He's in a lot quicker car, so it's not really a relevant information, to be honest. Yeah, that was I let off the brake a bit too early. And ended up sliding too wide. Oh shoot. Yeah, that curve is really high. Be more careful not to cut the corner over there. Oh, who is this? Ricardo. Oh. I could get him. Losing some cares and some DRS. Okay, it's going to be enough. I'm going to keep the position. But he's on the prime, so he's going for a long stint. For a longer stint. Maybe I can pull away from him. That would be nice. Once again, too deep. I'm just trying to go as quick as I can, but I don't know if I can outmatch Ricardo, even though I have the option tires. But the car definitely feels a lot better with a intact front wing, so at least that's good. Yeah, I'm definitely pulling away from Ricardo, that's good, but I don't know how long this will last. Yeah, I can't use the mix 3 for too long. Have to keep an eye on the fuel. Okay, Alonso 18 seconds ahead. Someone else is also closing in on Ricardo. I can't see who it is. But next lap I'm going to have a look at the race director. Webber P14, what the hell happened? What the hell happened? Perez P13. It's not good. That is not good for Red Bull, to say the least. Just a bit too much on the brakes. Okay, let me have a look at the race director. So it's a Mercedes 1-2, Rosberg Hamilton, Grosjean P3. Then we have Vettel, Raikkonen, Sutil, Massa, Hülkenberg, Button and Alonso. Alonso is already back in the top 10. Then we have Bottas. Unfortunately, Bottas is really close to the top 10. I really don't want him to score points. But he might, if there is a retirement or something. But yeah, we have Gutierrez, Perez, me, Ricardo, Di Resta, Webber, Bianchi, Vergne, my teammate Maldonado and Chilton. Okay. I really want Bottas to not score any points. Because if he does score, then I'm kind of done. I have no chance of beating him this season. But for now he's still outside the top 10, so it's good. It's all fine. This is good for now because Ricardo is kind of busy with Di Resta. So I can just concentrate on putting a gap between me and him. Okay, that's one of the Marussia cars being lapped. The fuel is back to optimal, unfortunately. So I have to go back to mix 2 in a second. Ooh, that was a very sudden. Yeah, that was very dangerous from the AI. Like they suddenly just decided to slow down and barely went off the line. It was very dangerous. Or maybe he's having some sort of issue with the car. That's, yeah. Maybe, yeah, I think he has brake problems. That's why he slowed down so much into that corner. It's like one of the, I guess, features in the game that the AI can suffer problems like brake issues, but it creates problems because if they have that problem with the car, then they do not retire, you know, they keep going for fuck knows how many laps, and they can make a pretty big mess if someone ends up hitting them and they suddenly slow down. So yeah, it would be a nice feature, but it's just so unpolished, or I don't know how to say it, like it's not a very good thing. It can cause a lot of problems for other AI cars. Yeah, Ricardo is almost 11 seconds behind. That is very good. That is very good. Ricardo over 11 seconds behind. It's really good. He's having a fight with Di Resta, which greatly helps me. I'm not sure what kind of tire should I put on for the next stint, because the car works really well on the options. Maybe I should do another option stint, and then, I don't know, maybe a prime. Or maybe a prime set now. I don't know. Webber is catching up, going to catch up in a few laps, I can imagine. I think I need to hit at least 2 more times. Because if I pit on lap 27, then I can maybe put on options again. Try to push as much as I can. And then for the last stint I should put on primes. Or maybe I should put on primes after lap 27. And then put on options for the last stint, because I don't think I could make it on the prime tires. Yeah, I don't think I can make it until the end if I put on prime tires on lap 27. How far is Ricardo? That's unfortunately is not a known thing. The game doesn't tell me. Because Webber is the one behind. Like, of course, in these games you couldn't ask your engineer to let you know about something. But Webber is almost 11 seconds behind, so Ricardo was a lot farther than that, maybe like 15 seconds. That's very good. Ooh, that was a bit too much. Took too much curve on the inside. Can I even make it to lap 27? I don't even know. But it's kind of doesn't look very good. Okay, the fuel is still in optional or optimal, so I can't really push anymore. We will see if I can make it to the lap 27 on this set of tires because I'm not sure about that. I am not sure about that. There is a front wing in the first corner. Grosjean is over half a second ahead. I mean half a minute ahead. So I guess he was the one who lost the front wing. And of course Webber is getting closer and closer. Yeah, Grosjean is the one who lost his front wing. My teammate is pitting. I don't know if he pitted just yet before. More debris. Alonso. So is he without a front wing again? Someone is going in the pits. Yep, it is Alonso without a front wing. Oi, 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 oi. Ferrari is not having a good race, that's for sure. Up to P12 now. Bottas is P8. Oh my god. Yeah, if he scores points then I'm done for the rival challenge. I'm not going to be able to beat that, unfortunately. Yeah, the tire wear is not good. I don't think I can make it until lap 27. Yeah, Webber is going to get me in the next lap, I think. Which is okay, since he's not really a rival of mine. Okay, another crash in Sector 3. Okay, so it looks like no one retired. Maybe it's Rosberg who is behind Webber. He's going to lap us, potentially. Can't really tell. Yeah, the understeer is crazy. And it does look like Rosberg in the background. There's not much point to fight him. Or is it a Force India behind? Maybe. Yeah, it is a Force India. Not Rosberg yet. Not going to be able to do too much against him. Yeah, I think I should put on primes. Oh, he almost got me into this corner. He just understood so much that he's a lot quicker. He's a lot quicker than me. Oh, oh, bro, come on. Okay, let's make sure the tire is prime. Okay. Webber also came out. He changed the tires. And yeah, I lost the position to Ricardo. Unfortunately, Alonso fastest lap. Okay, the fuel is back up to +1. There is still no retirements though, so yeah, I'm not really going to move up. Bianchi, almost 12 seconds behind. I mean, Marussia aren't really a threat anymore, because the only way they could actually beat us in the standings if they end up scoring points, or at least 1 point. But I don't see that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Bottas is P9. He might actually score points. Unless, of course, Webber and Alonso make their way back up into the top 10. Yeah, Bianchi's almost 14 seconds behind. I'm nicely building a gap to him. Ah, shit. Went a bit too wide. "19 seconds to Bianchi. Somebody's ahead of me, I have no idea who that is. Or is that Ricardo? Yeah, it is Ricardo. Okay, he's going to pit, actually. So there is still a chance to maybe finish ahead of him. If I can keep the track position. Maybe with some luck. Because now he's going to pit in the next few laps, and then I don't know what kind of tire he's going to put on. The game wants me to go until lap 46, but yeah, that's not going to be possible. That's too much. The tires cannot go that long. Yeah, but I'm keeping this 5-second gap with Ricardo. It's not really pulling ahead or getting closer to me, so kind of stuck around there, around 5 seconds. Too far, I mean too wide. Again, a bit too wide, but at least I kept it on the track. Verne is really far behind, that's good. That is very good. Yeah, the gap is staying the same. Not really changing at all. But Verne is getting closer, unfortunately. That was really close to the wall. It was really close. But thankfully I did not break. Thankfully did not damage the front wing. Right? Yeah, okay, it's fine. It is fine. Okay, that's Rosberg ahead, so it's not really a concern. He's going to pull away quickly. at least I have been lapped once. And that's good. I have to do less laps. That is very good. Oh, yeah. It was a bit too quick into the corner and I went too wide. Ricardo did pit, thankfully. Okay, and he's putting on options. So he's going to be a lot quicker than me. A lot quicker. Bottas down to P14, what happened? I hope he lost his front wing or something. And he is out of the points. Well, he's really far ahead. Almost 15 seconds, so... not really in competition for P14 to say the least. Unless there is like a safety car or something. Which of course can happen, you know, but it's unlikely. Ricardo 13 seconds behind. How are the tires? Well, they look fine. At least on the UI. Well, what could help me is if the drivers behind Rosberg lapping Ricciardo, that could help me a lot. Because then he would have to slow down to let them through.
The car ahead is ahead of you by about 15 seconds. Next car 15.
Well, actually my teammate is between me and Ricciardo, so he could also help a bit. Yeah, he's already 10.8 seconds behind. And he might get my teammate on the long straight, so yeah, I don't think he's going to lose any time, unfortunately. That's very lucky for him. Very lucky. And Hilton is definitely having issues with his brakes. Maybe he's the reason why Fernando lost his front wing twice. Fuck. Went a bit too much on the curb. Oh, that was really close to the wall. For a second I was like, I'm going to damage the front wing again.
Keep pushing. You have a 7-second lead over the car behind.
.4 seconds. He's gaining quickly on me. It would be nice if I could make it into lap 46, yeah. Or lap 40 something, because then I could put on option tires until the end. Although if I do put on option tires for the end, then I might have to re-overtake Ricardo on track. But I don't know if I would have the pace for that.
You have a 4-second
Oh,
lead over
fuck.
the car behind. 4 seconds.
That's too wide. Yeah. So easy to get it wrong. At that corner, at least. Like you just feel like the car can take that corner at the specific speed, but
3 seconds a lap
it actually can't. Yeah, Ricardo is really closing in, unfortunately. I can of course keep him behind in the corners, but not in the DRS zone. Because if he does get a good run on me, then I'm done. Even if I use up all my cares, I don't think I could keep up with him in a straight line. Especially if he's using the rich mix and some cares maybe. He's already right behind me. I'm going to use some DRS. He's not close enough for a move. At least now. Need to focus on getting this corner right. Get a good exit and then hope that he doesn't get me. And he's closing. He's closing. Okay, nice. He wasn't close enough. Fuck. But it's alright, it's the corners. So I don't really have to worry about him overtaking me. The AI can't really pull off moves. Or make dive bombs and shit like that in this game, so... My only concern is the other zone. The long straight. Oh, it's really close, goddamn. I think he's going to get me. He's super close now. Yeah, he's going to get me. Okay, I just cannot do anything about this. That is a shame. He's going to be in clean air, so he can do good laps. On a faster tire compound, so yeah, I don't think I will have a chance to actually compete for P15, it looks like. Verne is also closing in, only 14 seconds behind. So I just want to look at the race director in a second. Just to see what's the order. So let's see. So still Mercedes 1-2, Rosberg Hamilton. Then we have Vettel, Grosjean, Perez, Raikkonen, Button, Alonso is back in the top 8. Crazy. I mean the top 10. Both Ferraris are, even though they have been not having a good race. But the Alonso P8, Massa P9, and the Hülkenberg P10. But that might change because Webber is behind him, so Hülkenberg might be pushed out of the top 10. And we have Sutil, Gutierrez, Bottas, Ricciardo, me, Verne, Di Resta, Maldonado, Bianchi, my teammate, and Chilton. Oh, yeah. I don't think I will have a chance to fight for P15. That is a shame. That is a shame. There is a lot of debris in that corner. Someone maybe lost the front wing or just some parts maybe. I don't think that was Ricardo. Yeah, he's not pitting. Yeah, that was not Ricardo, it was Webber again. Bro. So he lost his front wing again, it seems like. Yeah, he's not having a good race to say the least. And there is an entire front wing into the braking zone. And there is even more debris into the corners, while I just completely missed the braking zone. Could have let Webber through, not gonna lie. There's not much point holding him up like this. Oh, someone is lapping us. That may be Rosberg. I don't know who that is. One of the Mercedes cars, that's for sure. Hamilton. So it doesn't look like that Vettel has a chance, at least at this race, to challenge the Mercedes cars to actually maybe steal the win from them. Oh, is it Bottas who maybe lost the front wing? I couldn't see. But yeah, Webber overtook me. Bottas is also in the pit. I'm going to get DRS, but yeah. I mean, it's good because I can gain some on Webber. But of course he's a lot quicker than me, so Bottas put on prime tires. Maybe he's trying to go to the end. Maybe I should do the same. "22 seconds. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I got on the curb and it just led me off the track completely. But yeah, maybe I should put on prime tires. Like right now. And hope that I can make it to the end on them. Because the gap between me and Bottas might be enough to actually stay ahead of him. Although this lap was not good to say the least. This was not a good lap. Fuck. I locked up. Yeah, the tires are not looking good. I have to change. I have to change the tires. And maybe I can stay ahead of Bottas. That will be nice. I think there's Bottas coming up. Yep, that is Bottas in the Williams. He almost managed to get me. He actually got me, but we are getting yellow flags for Vettel and I don't know who that is behind. One of the Lotus cars. I guess. So yeah, I did manage to come out ahead of Bottas, thankfully. And that was very okay. So it was perfect. And just hoping that the tires will last until the end. Yeah, okay, standard. Yeah, okay, nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, if I can keep them behind, then I might actually have a chance. Finish P15. And to finish ahead of Bottas, of course, that's what matters most of the time. Or what should matter. Because he's the rival that I picked. But both of them are kind of quick. Not sure if the guys behind will pit. I mean, Vern. Because Bottas pitted one lap before I did, so I don't think he has to pit anymore. Okay, who is that in front? One of the Marussia cars, I guess. Yep, it is a lap car. It's Chilton again, or as usual. Ay. This is going to be really tough. Can't really drive in a way to protect the tires, you know. Like since I'm playing on a keyboard, it doesn't really matter, you know. I'm trying to be as smooth as I can, but playing on a keyboard, so it's kind of close, but I had some cars left, so couldn't really make a move, thankfully. Yeah, I don't think he's close enough for a... Yeah, he's not going to be close enough. Even with DRS. And of course he is using mix 3, so it's going to get more difficult to keep him behind on that long straight. I don't think the AI is affected by overheating engines. Because if you put your fuel mix into rich mix 3 or mix 3 and you are really close behind a car, then eventually your engine will heat up and overheat basically, and it will cause you to lose some performance basically on a straight. Like the engineer will even tell you to, you know, try to protect the engine and stuff like that. But I don't think the AI is affected by that, unfortunately. It would be nice to get lapped again, because the less laps I have to do, the better. Just need to keep it clean and it should be fine. He's going to close a bit with this short DRS zone. Yeah, he's really fast with mixed 3, unfortunately. But I have no idea if he has to pit anymore until the end, or maybe he has to pit. He's on the options, right? No, he's on the primes, just like me. So it's possible that he doesn't have to pit anymore, which is a shame. Yeah, he's getting closer and closer. think I'm going to lose the position now. I used up all my curse, but I think it was enough. Yeah, it was enough to keep the position. Okay, so he switched back to mix 1. So that's definitely going to help me. Come on. It would be nice if I could take him off a bit and he couldn't use the DRS. But he's too close, unfortunately. Okay, someone is lapping him, that's nice. Who is that? Is that a Lotus, maybe? That's really nice. Okay, it does look like a Lotus. Be more careful with that curb. Really don't want to make another big mistake where I just go off the track. And what's really good about this is that now wearing it out of the 1 second gap, so he can't use DRS anymore. And whoever this was went into the pits. That's good. That's perfect. Perfect. That's just perfect. That is perfect. Come on, just a few more laps, bro. Please. Just a few more laps. Maybe I should use rich mix a bit more. That could help me to delay the time when he once again catches up to me. Because I think sooner or later he's going to be in DRS range again. That's a bit too wide. Another lap down. That's really good.
You're increasing your lead over Byrne by half a second a lap.
That was not good. Really fogged up the exit. Someone was behind lapping. Maybe it's I don't know, who could it be? Because Vettel already lapped me once. Yeah, that might be actually Vettel. Yeah, I think that is a Red Bull. Unless it's maybe Webber, but Webber was like in P11 or something like that. He was really down on the order. Yeah. Vany, almost 4 seconds behind. That's good. That's really good. Need to keep an eye on the fuel here. Can't really use rich mix anymore. After this straight, I'm going to switch it off or switch back to mixed full. Not getting blue flags just yet. But yeah, that is Vettel. Okay, that was good. I think it was fine. Didn't lose too much time to Verne. Try to let Vettel through in a slow corner. Verne is just 2 seconds behind, unfortunately. That is not good. Maybe he went back up to mixed 3. That's certainly possible. It's going to be Chilton ahead, yeah. And someone else is also going. Yeah, that's one of the Lotus cars. He's lapping both the Chilton and Verne. So that's fantastic. Going to be safe for another lap from Verne. But yeah, the tire wear is really starting to kick in. Would be perfect if this Lotus car overtook me with DRS. in the long straight. Unfortunately, I can make it until there. Yeah. Already getting blue flags. Maybe here he's going to get me with DRS, please. Okay, Grosjean, overtake me, please, so I don't have to lift. Perfect. Maybe I can even get DRS from him. It would be even better. I think I was close enough. Nice. Okay, nice. That's going to help me a lot against Verne. Oh, ay. It's only 1.5 seconds away. Is there any more cars that are going to lap him? Maybe someone behind him. I can't tell if that was Bottas in P17. Yeah, okay, somebody's going to lap him. I think that's Raikkonen, if it's a Lotus. Because Grosjean just overtook me this lap, so it has to be Raikkonen if it is a Lotus. That would be a pretty decent result for Lotus, P4 and P5. And Verne lost a lot of time. This is perfect. Oh man, just let me pull this off, please. Just a few more laps. I think I was lapped twice, so just a few more laps. Yeah, Verne is really far behind. But the engine is also kind of brown or reddish. So it's also becoming damaged, unfortunately. I really hope there won't be any issue with the gearbox, like in the previous few races. Because it doesn't really say how badly damaged it is. But after a certain point, one of the gears will just simply skip. Or keep swapping back and forth between like first or second. It's a really annoying thing, but can't really do anything about it. The mod changes the gear ratios for the player car, so that's why it's becoming damaged basically. I guess, of course, if I was using like manual transmission, then it wouldn't happen. But I'm using automatic. Come on, just a few more laps. Okay, Verne 6.5. Behind, I think I'm safe. At least I'm hoping. Once again going to try to let Kimi through. A slow corner, but unfortunately he got me earlier than I wanted. Yeah, I know. Got the last warning. Okay, nice. Nice. I was on my last warning before getting a penalty for impending, but thankfully I just managed to let him through. I'm really hoping that maybe this is the last lap. Maybe. Okay, Vang is still 6.2 seconds behind, so yeah, I got it now. Thanks to the cars lapping us. Ricardo 25 seconds ahead, yeah, that's pretty far away. And 6 seconds to Vine, so it should be fine. I only have to do 1 or 2 laps, so it's fine. Unless, of course, I make some sort of a mistake. Try to keep the car on the track. Maybe I have to let someone through if this person catches up to me, whoever it is. Is that maybe Hamilton? Or maybe a Force India? No. It's a Ferrari, so I guess it's either Massa or Alonso. They are not having a good day, that's for sure. Alonso lost his front wing twice this race. Massa also had some sort of an incident at the first lap or the second lap. He went off the track for whatever reason. 2 people retired. So okay, Hamilton wins, but 2 people retired, so I don't know if maybe I'm going to make a move ahead, because so maybe Sutil retired and someone else. Okay. Alonso P6. It did make a nice recovery drive, not gonna lie. I'm going to let him through. I have plenty of room to drivers behind, so. And yeah, it's Massa in. Yeah, like for some reason there was no blue flags for Alonso. Like I was not getting blue flags for Alonso, but I'm getting blue flags for Massa. I don't know. But yeah, okay, P14. That's nice. One of the best races of the season. So it was maybe Sutil and Chilton. Maybe they had a collision. Okay, so Hamilton wins ahead of Rosberg and Vettel. So yeah, Mercedes pretty much dominated the race. Vettel was almost 30 seconds behind. And then Grosjean and Raikkonen almost a minute behind. And Alonso, Massa are already over a minute behind. So yeah, they had a really good race. I mean, the Mercedes cars. And Hamilton is going to improve or put more points between him and Vettel in the Drivers' Championship. And of course, the Constructors is also really good. Wait, who is the... So Jensen Button is the last point scorer. There's 2 McLarens in the points, Hülkenberg, the 2 Ferraris, 2 Lotus cars, and 1 Red Bull car, and the 2 Mercedes cars. Webber P11. That is not good. That is not good. Red Bull is going to lose a lot of points in the Constructors' Championship. I mean, Mercedes is going to gain a lot of points. Today, Gutierrez P12, Ricardo, me, Vergne, Bottas, Maldonado, and yeah, Sutil was the one who retired. And then we have Di Resta, Bianchi, Pick, and yeah, Chilton. So it does seem like that Sutil and Chilton ended up having a collision. What a race. What a race. Thankfully the strategy I was going for paid off and went from P19 to P14 and finished ahead of Bottas, which is not going to happen very often. But yeah, let's see the Drivers' Championship. 12 points between Vettel and Hamilton. And then Rosberg is P3, although I don't think he's going to be in the fight for the title. I think he's too far away from Vettel and Hamilton. Then we have Raikkonen P4, Webber P5, Alonso, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Massa and Perez. Button, Vergne, Sutil, Di Resta, Maldonado, Ricardo, Gutierrez, me. Okay, I'm ahead of Bottas. That's really good. That is really good. Pick Chilton and Bianchi. Let's see the constructors. Yeah. Mercedes is now 43 points ahead of Red Bull. That's a significant gap. There is like 5 races to go, so I mean they can of course reduce that gap, but I don't know. With these kind of performances, yeah, I think Mercedes might be the ones who end up winning the constructors. And then we have Lotus in third. I think their position is safe for P3 in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari P4, McLaren P5, Sauber P6. I don't think Sauber is going to have a chance against McLaren now. Then we have Force India, Toro Rosso, Williams, Caterham and Marussia. So we are still ahead of Marussia. I don't think we are going to lose out to them now. We had a lot of great races, so I think we are safe in the terms of Constructors' Championship. But yeah, good race. Good race. Of course, I got a bit lucky with the cars lapping Vergne and Bottas, because they did help me a lot. I think without those, maybe I could have made it until the end without being overtaken by Vergne and Bottas, but you know, those cars did help me. Okay, level 12 maybe. Okay, level 12, almost level 13, nice. Okay, Suzuka is going to be the next one, the Japanese Grand Prix. Is there any rain? No, doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it was a really good race, not gonna lie. But yeah, of course, I'm only going to be doing the Suzuka next year. So, yeah, there is no more contract offers other than, of course, the Marussia one that I got in the previous race. Yeah, okay, and also we are going to get a upgrade for the car. So that's also nice. It's going to be, well, no, actually, there is going to be 2 more. One at the Japanese Grand Prix and at the Brazil Grand Prix, or the Brazilian Grand Prix. Okay, so let me switch to my other screen. And also let me quit the game in a second. Exit game. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm only going to be doing the Japanese Grand Prix next year because tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Batman Arkham Origins with the Cold Heart DLC. It's going to be perfect because that DLC takes place on New Year's Eve. And it's also like maybe 2 hours long or 3 or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Batman tomorrow. I'm going to be starting at the usual time, like 6 p.m. Central European time. But yeah, if you are not going to be in the stream tomorrow, I just wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. But of course, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, so if you can, maybe you can attend. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm looking forward to the next few races. I'm going to be seeing if we maybe can improve on the pace in Japan. Maybe because that's kind of a difficult track for me. But yeah, I just hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. And if you are not going to be here tomorrow, I want to wish you not a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Happy New Year. But yeah, I'm going to be seeing you guys tomorrow. So bye bye.